Hey guys, how are you all doing today? Welcome back to another KvK video. This time it is the 4-way Hunters KvK. You know everyone in XRX absolutely loves that event, so I moved my main back to do KvK there. The solos in this KvK will probably be split into two parts. This is the first one, and my KvK at first went kind of well. Actually went really well. I wasn't expecting to do that well at the start, and then after the first half I just kind of started getting capped a lot and I kind of ran out of resources to heal with. So right now I've ported onto an island to attack this 105 million might player who is scouting and sending out marches. I'm going to hit him with cavalry first, and I can see right there and then that he is in cavalry phalanx. He had about 800k troops, and I'm just going to assume that all his cavalry has been taken out, so I'm going to speed my troops back and then send an infantry solo. I am relying on the fact that this guy is probably caught off guard and is not prepared to defend. So my infantry solo hits, and unfortunately he has hidden his leader, so I only catch the last 140k. When you're blind hitting online solo targets, you have to kind of assume what's left after your first hit, because there isn't really much time to go through the detailed report. So like there, I just hit with cavalry, and then I assumed that there would only be kind of ranged infantry left after that. The next target, Brusque, I believe he was burned in a province, so he was random teleported out of there, and then we found him again. He is teleporting around a lot, trying to avoid being soloed. As you saw then, I tried to solo him, but then Demon jumped in and that guy random ported, and I don't have Griffin unlocked on this account yet, so I have to keep trying to teleport as soon as he teleports to try and catch him, because I don't want my troops to be walking back for hours. This time I'm able to send my march. I thought about speeding it up, but I was like, if this guy ports, which he probably will, my march will hit him immediately. He doesn't port, but I do land the solo, and 12 million drop, that's not bad. I'm going to try and send an infantry, actually no, that's a leaderless cavalry solo, to finish up the rest of his troops, but he random ports, and so the other marches hit him in the order that they were sent, so the guildmates get the last of kills. Now here, I actually jumped on a 40 million might player with a march returning. I didn't really expect him to have march, but I thought, you know, maybe he has his leader in the march. So I send my range march, quickly speed it up, and I do catch his leader. So that guy did send his leader out in that march, so it wasn't really very smart. This next player, he's very appropriately named Hit Me 31. He's sitting at around 200 million might, and to me, that's a juicy target. I did just see him activate Fury, so he's quite a low risk target right then, so I jump in, solo with cavalry, and I burn him. And the thing with this is that he dropped 11 million might, so that's not a bad hit, but he's pretty much all T4, so firstly, there's a lot of points there whenever you hit something that's all T4 in KvK. Secondly, he didn't have many infirmaries, so he loses 100,000 Red Dead T4 inf. I am just checking my points there. The guild is already on 1.4 billion points. I myself am on 11 points. KvK started at like 6 AM, so my Russian guildmates had a head start on me with soloing for the day. So now Hit Me has just ported back into the province. He's still on fire. That's really not a smart move for him. I actually make a mistake here. So I go in with range because I've already took out most of his inf in the first hit, and fortunately for me, it's a smoke. That was pretty nasty hit for me, and he does random teleport away, so I can't hit him again. But guys, this is not the end of the Hit Me saga. There is a third and final hit that will come pretty soon. Of course, I lost that solo attack because I sent range and he had healed all of his inf that was in his hospitals, so my range hit his inf and got countered. If I hadn't sent so much T2, maybe I would have burned him, but I don't like losing that much T4, so of course I'm going to put in a pretty hefty amount of T2 buffers. Right, moving on, this 280 million might player has just hit the solo trap and lost his leader. Right now I'm just debating the likelihood of this guy being a trap, because even if he has lost his leader, if he is a rally trap and he has like maybe 6 to 8 million troops, that's going to cap me even with no leader. But because he is in Fury and he does have no leader, if he does cap me, there is a very high likelihood that we will be able to rally him, burn him, so the risk here is kind of low. I'm going to jump in solo, but he only has 300k troops. That's a bit disappointing. A lot of players are afraid to solo targets over 200 million might because they might be a rally trap. Well, guys, the likelihood of that being is actually pretty low. I solo many players around the 300 million might mark, and I only hit one rally trap this KvK. I only soloed one rally trap. That will be in the next video. And before this KvK, I've not ended up soloing many rally traps, and I hit this kind of might range all the time. Now, this is going to seem quite self-contradictory, but right now we are rallying a 280 million might player who is a rally trap that one of our members did solo. So yeah, that didn't go well for him. We're trying to free the leader, and this guy's got really good gear. But this is where the conclusion to the Hit Me saga occurs. So right after this, Dimitri sets another rally, and then I see that Hit Me recalls his troops from this guy's turf because he is reinforcing, and then he starts speeding them back home. I don't have time to press record. I just teleport in there and solo him with Cav again, and because he doesn't change his formation at all. Burn him, and he's lost another 80,000 Red Dead T4. This guy just does not seem to learn his lesson. So I'll call that a victory for me with a 2-1 win. So the next target here, Abigail does get a solo win first because I'm changing my gear, and this guy ports away, and we don't have a tracker on him, so we think, okay, so well, he's gone. But turns out the guy who posted him in global does have a tracker rally on him, posts his new location, so I am going to go in there and solo with range. He only had 400k range left in cavalry phalanx, so Abigail's hit took out his inf and his cav on the first go, so it was just my range hitting into his range. The guy reposts his coordinates again, and I go to solo him second time. I hit him, but he has sheltered the rest of his troops. This KvK here is actually one of the best KvKs I've had in a while, because the last 4 or so KvKs have all been against dead kingdoms with no targets, but this KvK was actually against a couple of kingdoms with some really, I'm going to say, noob guilds with noob players, and you'll see more of that in the next video. Okay, so right here I've just seen an 80 million might castle 24, so immediately I think, hey, that's got to have a lot of troops, maybe 2 to 3 million troops there, or it could be a solo trap. So I'm going to go in with range, and there's just 300k leader there, so that is again pretty anticlimactic. This guy thought it would be a good idea to just sit with his leader out, I guess, with 300k. That I don't understand why anyone would want to do that. I mean, at least shelter your leader. Sheltering it is free. Alright, so I'm getting bored of saying the next target, but the next target is Caster from LDE. I've been waiting for his troops to come back for a while now, and I actually farmed over 1 billion resources from this guy while waiting for his troops to return. Then I ported off to hit something else, came back, and he has another 400k out because I've already zeroed his turf many times. He has another 400k out with no leader. So again, pretty good kills there. Now guys, I made a bit of a mistake when choosing the clips to make this video, because I'll tell you how I choose the clips to make my video. I record all the KvK videos on my iPad and edit them on my phone. So I choose like a certain number of videos and then send them over to my phone and then edit them for the video. Now, I thought I had chosen enough to make a 10-minute video, because I don't know how much of the clips I send I'm going to edit out, so I can't really guarantee the duration of the video. So unfortunately we are going to get a black screen for the rest of this video. Hope you guys did enjoy the first part of my KvK. Second part, lots of solos against lots of big players and lots of me getting capped as well. See you guys in the next video.